Start recording. Hey, this is Phil with Morris Writers, and we did a blog post a few days ago of this from character idea to cover. And in this, what we wanted to do is show you a way of coming up with some ideas for covers. And so I ended up creating with a little bit of research into a character and what I wanted her to look like. And then I did a prompt to generate the character. Then I did the full body image, and then her alter ego. And as you can see, this was all done with free Gemini and actually free Chat GPT. And then we added this paint relief sort of effect to it, and that makes a pretty decent image for a character concept. Now, this would by no means be a final for a book, but it is a good way of kind of getting a good idea for what you want your characters to look like and ideas that you may have for covers or something like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here into Gemini. And what I want to do is I have right here, I've got my basic prompt to give me some ideas for a pair. Okay. A smuggler and a diplomat's daughter, the shadow thief and the stargazer, the outlaw mage and the alchemist heiress. Oh, hey, that looks pretty cool. So why don't we take a look? All right. Generate an image of the male in number 3 in a portrait mode. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to generate the image. And aside from having the multiple hands, he seems to be pretty reasonable. Let's let's portrait mode in a. Let's just change that up real quick, and maybe it will fix this up for us. I don't think there was anything in there that required him to have, 3 hands. Okay. Oh, hey, he's got glowy eye. Now that looks pretty reasonable. I kind of like this guy. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop on over here, and we are going to grab this prompt to create the full turnaround of him, and we'll get that started. Okay, so what you might want to use a character reference sheet for is, of course, to have the same looking character amongst different images. So you can see you've got the glowing eye there, various things, specifics about him. This looks pretty good. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to download a full-size image there, and I don't know that you'll be able to see what I'm doing here, but I am going to I'm going to name this one guy. Okay, he's the guy. All right, and if we look back, they had the alchemist. Oh, the Sun Priestess looks pretty interesting. Highborn lady destined to be consecrated as a powerful sun-worshipping religious order. Okay, cool. So what we'll do is we'll ask it to generate mode. All right. I did not stop it. Sometimes it gets a double bounce on the when you click something. So let's see what we get here. All right, and yes, Sun Priestess. That looks like a Sun Priestess. All right, so let's put in that prompt to create the character reference sheet. And we'll see how that's. All right. One more time. So while we're waiting, if you want, go ahead and hit the thumbs up and subscribe. We've got more stuff coming up, plus the way that we actually do it, where we actually draw things out. So this has got a good close-up of her face, what her outfit looks like. That looks pretty good. So let's download that, and I'm going to pop this over here, and I'm going to rename that to Girl. Alright, so now what I want to do is I want to take and I want to upload the girl and the guy, and what I want to do is I want to take these two characters and I want them to be in a loving embrace in front of the castle gate. This will be for a romance book cover. All right, and see what it comes up with. And no, I did not stop it. So this, and it did text on here. Okay, well, let's come up here because I don't want the text. Because you really want to do the text on a separate layer. You want to do it in an actual graphics program. And even though that was a pretty reasonable image, it will probably come up with something better here. Yes. All right. Now, this is pretty good. We still see the Gemini logo right there. Needs a little more room up at the top for text and such. So we'll ask it to extend that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and download that image. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pop on over to ChatGPT. Let's make sure that, yep, you can see the ChatGPT. All right, so we're going to add this Gemini generated image. And I've got most of this typed up over here. So I will bring it over and I will put it in, take these two characters. Oh, nope, not like that. We've already done that. Sometimes when you copy things, it just doesn't really copy it. Alright, take this concept image and turn it into a highly detailed painting. Keep the same look and pose for each character. Extend the image up and down by 15%. That way you can have enough room for text and stuff like that. You can say 20% or whatever. And what it will do in the process is it will also get rid of that Gemini logo as well. Now, you probably don't want to use this for a final image for your cover. You might want to send it off to someone to do a more reasonable, maybe it'll have a little more, I don't know. I don't know much about romance. Anyway, it's not my forte, but you can have that good, loving embrace, and somebody might be able to show that off pretty well. Okay, so it says it's adding the final touches here. And one last tweak, and there is our final image. That looks pretty good. I mean, it looks painted. You see the guy there in a pretty reasonable, loving embrace in front of the castle. Really evokes that feeling of fantasy, and that they are two people that come from different worlds. So maybe that's the sort of thing that you're looking for in cover ideas. So once again, I have been Phil, and part of Mars Writers, and in an upcoming video I'll show you the way that we do this, where it takes a lot longer. It requires a lot more drawing. So I will talk to you later then. Bye.